I'm going to talk about building a powerful morning routine. So I read a book a year and a half ago, maybe, or a year ago, and it completely changed my life. It was called 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. And in that book, it just gives you a lot of powerful tools in order to, be the best version of yourself and be as productive as possible and be busy doing the right things rather than being busy just being busy, if that makes any sense. So personally, I was never a morning person. Some people say, oh, I'm a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I was never a morning person. Like, I was living life completely reactive, if that makes any sense. So I'd wake up, given 10 o'clock in the morning, take it easy, and then realize, oh my God, I'm getting late, and then I have to rush. And the rest of my day is just a rush. I don't feel like I accomplished very much, and repeat the next day. So I have now become a morning person, and it's the best thing that has happened to me. And even if you don't think you're a morning person, trust me on this, it changes everything. Like, this is not, it works for some, it doesn't for some. This works for everyone. It just takes time, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna ask you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write down a few things that I'm going to tell you. So I'm gonna tell you a few things that I use in my morning routine and a few other things that I tried and it didn't work for me. Just so you can have like a nice list of it. And then from there, I want you to, while you're writing down, to think about like, okay, this stands out to me. This is something I could incorporate into my day. All right, so just quickly going over the list before I get into a little bit more detail. So make sure you have a pen and paper in front of you. So first one is meditation. This could be you just being present, not actually closing your eyes and breathing. Just being present in the moment with nothing else around you, no phones, no nothing. It could also be doing an actual 10-minute meditation. Then we have journaling. So, sometimes we tend to have a lot of thoughts in our mind, especially when we wake up, of what we have to do and everything. Journaling is a good way to kind of just get that out of your system. You could journal how you feel, you could journal your goals for the day or your plans for the day. Third thing that we have is visualization. So this works for some, this doesn't work for others, and it's something that I would suggest you try. I did it for some time and it was really, really great, but I'm still having a tough time really understanding it, and it apparently takes months to perfect. So visualization, so you want to visualize maybe your day, maybe your final goal, or a trip you have planned, anything at all. Then we have exercise. Why exercise first thing in the morning? One, it releases endorphins, so happy hormone comes out. It's nice getting your heart rate up. It's just a very healthy way to start your morning. And when I say exercise, it doesn't mean you have to wake up and you have to go for a 1 hour class. No, this is just 10 minutes of your day, like jump rope, do a couple of burpees, anything like that. Just get your heart rate up. Then we have reading. So reading is something that I like to do in the morning. Why? It just engages my mind into something that's not work or anything like that. Then I have cold shower. So I did this 60, these are not things that I do, by the way, some of them I do. Cold shower, yes, I do. I did a 60-day challenge where I had to take a cold shower every single day, and I'm somebody who can't even take a warm shower. All right, it has to be hot. So I did this for 60 days straight, and oh my God, I still do it. It's amazing. The reason for a cold shower is to basically fight that little voice in your head that tells you can't. And this comes into everything in your life. Like, our bodies can take a cold shower. We are built to be able to do any of these things. So you have that voice in your head saying, oh, it's too cold. Oh, I can't. And the purpose of doing this is to fight that little voice in your head first thing in the morning. And fighting that voice first thing in the morning is you've already come over one obstacle. I don't know if that makes any sense. Then we have affirmations. So affirmations is something some people like to do, some people it doesn't work for. It's absolutely your choice. Personally, it doesn't work for me, but I know a lot of people that find it very, very powerful. It can really build up your confidence when you're having that conversation with yourself in the mirror. It doesn't work for a lot of people because it's weird talking to yourself. I have tried it, I've not found it weird. I just haven't been able to really connect with it. Maybe I just need a little bit more practice, but for some it does work, so this is something you could try out. Listen to a motivational podcast or YouTube video. This is something I like to do in the morning. It sets a nice tune for my day. And then we have music. So if you don't listen to podcasts or anything and you're a music person, listen to something happy, any sort of happy music, because music is like affirmations. If you're listening to something sad and depressing, you're giving yourself affirmations like, oh, I hate myself for losing you. An example of a song, because I like cheesy songs, so I choose not to listen to music in the morning. You're just telling yourself you hate yourself. It might sound silly, but honestly, our subconscious mind is so powerful. So those are a few things on the list. What I want you to do basically after this is to select 2 to 3 things. All right, and I want you to say, okay, I could use these in my morning routine, and I want you to start implementing this from tomorrow. Now I know we are all on lockdown, but there's no better opportunity than, just checking my notes, I didn't miss anything else. There's no better opportunity than now to actually get some sort of routine going, and this will translate into your normal life once things do go back to normal. Does that make sense? So personally, I think it's the best time if you want to have good habits and build up some sort of routine for yourself. So for me, when I started doing my morning routine, I started waking up earlier. So I was determined to start the 5 a.m. club. Obviously it didn't happen straight away. It was I'd wake up at 7, I'd wake up at 6:30, so on, so on. Then I started waking up at 5. Bear in mind, I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Yes, I have a job, but it doesn't require me to be there at a specific time. That's my choice when I tend to go. If I have a class, that's different. Otherwise, whenever I want. But I still make it a habit to wake up at a specific time in the morning. I take about 30 to 45 minutes to do everything in my routine. And then I can sit down, relax, start working a little bit from home, or I go to the gym and do a class there if I want to get my full workout in. What this does is basically set this tone for, a more productive day. Now, given this lockdown time, you're obviously waking up a little bit later, and that's absolutely fine. But maybe try to wake up just half an hour earlier, not the same as you would for work, but just half an hour earlier, and try to get a few things in for yourself. So this is your time for yourself. Okay, whether you're married, whether you have kids, wake up before anyone does. Do these few 2 to 3 things, see if it works for you or not. If it doesn't, it's fine, just add something else to it. Like example, I did yoga for some time, it wasn't working for me, 10 minutes in the morning, so I switched it with something else. It's absolutely up to you how you want to go. So what you want to do is basically have a proactive morning, not a reactive morning. Having a proactive morning means doing everything with intention. So you're waking up with intention of how you want the rest of your day to look. You're waking up with intention, to say, I don't want to be wasting my time today. I want to accomplish X. This doesn't have to be professional. This can be personal. This can be with your family. But just having that mindset of, I'm going to have a nice day. I'm going to have a beautiful day makes all the difference. And if you wake up in a rush and your kids are already up and they're having breakfast and you have to go there and you have to sit with them and do their work straight right after you wake up, the rest of your day is not going to be positive. That much I can guarantee you. So start your day proactively with intention, and then the things that you do manage to say, all right, this stuff works for me, I want you to take it into your normal life down the line. Having a morning routine for me, and I think it will work for you as well, just makes you feel more powerful. It gives you a little bit more confidence for the rest of your day, and you can really focus towards that purpose that you have. We all have a purpose. Everyone has one. It come under any category, but we have a purpose. And if you don't have a purpose, that is fine. You will find yours. But starting your day with purpose, even just what your day is going to be like, is one of the most beautiful things ever. And don't give yourself crap for it if one morning you end up waking up later than you planned and you couldn't do your morning routine. It happens. I think it took me months and months and months to perfect exactly the morning routine I wanted. But I was so determined from the beginning that I am going to set a morning routine that I kept having trial and error. Some days I sleep in, some days I just felt so horrible. I didn't want to do it, and that happens, and it still happens till today, and that's fine. But as long as you have that skeleton, your mindset automatically will say, all right, I need to do this. So subconsciously, this is something you need to do. But don't ever give yourself crap over it if it does not happen. But I think if you're doing it 80%, instead of 100, that's better than anything. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you found this helpful. It would be great if you could comment below on the 2 or 3 things that you are going to try to implement into your lives starting tomorrow.